Hey my BGA crew, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do on my channel, as this is going to be a recipe video for the Korean corn dogs. Oh my gosh, I tried them for the first time yesterday in my collab with Crystal Marie Eats, and I absolutely fell in love with them. I am so excited for you guys to try these Korean corn dogs. They're so delicious, ooey gooey, and Okay, now let me show you the ingredients you guys are gonna need to get this started. So these are the ingredients we're gonna utilize to get these started. The recipe calls for 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of cold milk, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, for the breading, we are going to need some panko breadcrumbs. I didn't have any on hand, so I just put some cornflakes in. I'm gonna blend these cornflakes up and use that as if they were breadcrumbs. And I did that with yesterday's video, and oh my gosh, so good. But anyway, let's get started. So I did give the cornflakes a blend. I made sure that there's still some little chunky pieces there. And you are gonna need some flour on the side for the breading. Now let's get started with the first one. We're gonna do the cheese dog, or the cheese corn dog. So you wanna cut it maybe about 4 inches. And this cheese right here, most people use mozzarella. I'm using queso oaxaqueño, which is a Mexican cheese. This one is very stringy, very ooey gooey once it is like heated up. So just go ahead and skewer, kind of fill it out. So skewer your cheese like so. And what you want to do is put it in, kind of run it through the flour just to kind of coat it. If you have to use your fingers, go ahead, or your hands. So you want to lightly dust it. The next one I am going to do is the octopus. So you want to take a hot dog, cut it in half, and to get the octopus effect, you just want to quarter the tip. So run your knife down halfway, turn it, and do it the other way. So that way you have 4 little tentacles. Take your skewer and put it down the middle of the hot dog. So about right there. So what you want to do is take the other piece of cheese. This is a little bit too big. So put that aside. Take the other piece of cheese and skewer it through until they meet. So when we are gonna put these in the flour, or sprinkle these with flour, you just want to do it right above the little tentacles. So, as so. Now we're just lightly coating the cheese and the corn dog, or the hot dog. Dust it off, set it aside. Now the next one we are gonna do is just the regular corn dog. Okay, so you have that as such, and just roll that in nice and coated. Set that aside. Okay, now this step is very important. So you want to go ahead and put these on a platter, and we're gonna pop these into the freezer so they can go ahead and chill out while we get the sauce going and start heating up the oil. Okay, so now that we have the corn dogs in the freezer, let's go ahead and get started on our batter. So here we go. That's 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so what you want to do is just go ahead and whisk your dry ingredients. Make sure they're incorporated. Okay, So what you want to do is go ahead and make a little well in the center of your dry ingredients. We're going to take the egg, crack it in there. Okay? Pretty simple. Then we're going to take the 3/4 cup of milk, pour that in, and let's begin to whisk. And just whisk until there are no lumps and everything is completely incorporated. Got to put some elbow grease in it. And this should be about the consistency that you're looking for. So once you have your batter ready, go ahead and pop this into the refrigerator. While the corn dogs are in the freezer and your batter in the refrigerator, we can now go ahead and start to heat up our oil. Make sure I have a little self heater here, a little thermometer, whatever you want to call it, and go ahead and set it at 350 degrees. And now all we got to do is wait. Okay, so the corn dogs and the batter have been chilling for about 10 minutes. The oil is now hot. I did forget to mention you want to set aside some sugar for sprinkling after they come out of the fryer. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the cheese corn dog. Want to go ahead and just make sure that it's completely covered in the batter. There are, Stephanie So did put her batter in a cup and dipped each one in the cup. But I don't know, I like this way better for me. So this works better for BGA. Okay, just make sure the extra batter drips off. Put them in the breadcrumbs. Or, in my case, the cornflake. El cornflake. Lo quiere poner en el cornflake. So yes, once these are completely covered in the cornflakes, go ahead and set that aside. We will get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and batter the octopusy corn dog. And again, you want to leave the little tentacles not covered in batter. Those are going to crisp up nicely in the fryer. Okay. So again, once we got this in the batter, now we go ahead and cover it in the corn flakes. And I know, it's supposed to be breadcrumbs, but this is corn dog. This is Korean corn dogs my way. So I did follow most of Stephanie So's recipe. However, I am doing it my way. So once we got that covered, set it aside, and let's do the last one. This is the corn dog, no cheese. Okay, and again, back into the corn flakes. Okay, so we got these nice and coated. I thought I was recording, you guys. I do apologize. So you want to throw these into the fryer. You want to make sure that these are cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. I did pull out the cheese corn dog and I sprinkled it with sugar. So that one's good to go. Oh my God. I can't believe I was not recording. How dare I? Anywho, y'all get the picture. It's frying. You just drop them in the fryer. So I feel like so it looks like the octopusy corn dog is ready. Go ahead and drain it. Put it on a plated paper. A plate with paper towel, and then sprinkle some of that yummy sugar on top. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing with the last one. This is just a regular corn dog. Drain that bad boy. And while it's still hot, sprinkle some of that sugar on there. So this is what they should look like once they are out of the fryer with sugar. Okay, now moving on to the ketchup, spicy ketchup. Now, the recipe does call for sriracha and ketchup mix. However, like I said, this is Korean corn dogs my way. So, I went ahead and substituted the sriracha for Tabasco, which is my favorite hot sauce. Give that a little mix. So, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle that. Okay, this is not so much a drizzle, but y'all get the point. If you have a little squeezy bottle, get good with that. And then on the regular corn dog, put some spicy mustard. Okay, you guys. So these are the corn dogs. I know they look a little crappy because I don't have the little squeezy bottle. But let's go ahead and give these a taste test. Oh my God, cheese pull, please work with me. Oh God. Wow. Oh, wow. That is good. And the batter, so light and crispy. You can see it is not a thick batter at all. Now let's do the corn dog with spicy mustard. Yes, baby. Okay, and let's do the little octopus. Okay, here we go. Hot. This one hello. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now that is a cheese pull. Oh my God. You guys have got to try this. Super easy, super quick, and super delicious. You guys are not going to regret this recipe. And like I said, most of this recipe did come from Stephanie So. She did inspire me with this recipe. I did tweak it, so it is my version of it. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I hope you guys love it just as much as I do. And yeah, you guys enjoy. And as always, thank you so much to my BGA crew for your love and support. If you're watching and you're not yet a part of the BGA crew, please hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you are notified every time that I upload a new video and every time that I go live. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, besitos.